Hi folks, so the question we have in front of us here today, guys, is from the chapter on triangles in the World of Graphics textbook, and it's on page 58 specifically, okay? So the question says the company logo below is based on 3 equilateral triangles. Reproduce the logo to the dimensions shown. So first of all, just what we're dealing with here is 3 equilateral triangles, and we know that equilateral triangles are triangles where all the angles are the same and all the side lengths are the same as well. A triangle adds up to 180 degrees altogether. Therefore, if we divide that by 3, we know all the interior angles, okay, are all 60 degrees then. 180 divided by 3. Okay, so what we actually have to look at here is the 3 types of triangles we have, and we can see they all actually have different heights, and it does not give us any heights, but we do know the various angles that we have. Obviously they're all 60. So if we look at the baseline here of all the triangles, we can see that it's 180 overall, but obviously each of these individual triangles, okay, if I just take this one here, the small one, it is a total baseline distance of 20 plus 10, which is 30, plus 20 is 50, 60, it's 75 long, okay? So from that mark there and from that mark there, obviously I would go up at 60 degrees. For the next one, we can see it's 20 plus 10 plus 15, it's 90 long altogether. So once again, from this point and this point, I would go up at 60 degrees. And then for the last one, we can see it's 120, because I can tell straight away because the center line is there, 60, so obviously the other side is 60 as well, 45 plus 15. So basically, this question, there's not too much in it, it's just a case of understanding where you're going to have to do the 60 degrees from. So I'll do it from here, from here, from here, from here, and from here, and from here. Okay, so baseline, to start off this question, construct the baseline 180 millimeters long, and then locate your various points on it. Okay, and then obviously we have to do the various details inside here as well. Okay, so I'll start off with that there now, guys. Okay, start off by constructing a baseline 180 millimeters long. So just zoom out there so you can see it. So constructing my baseline 180 millimeters long. I'll start at the 20, I'll go to the 38. So I'm just going to use my T-square to help me here. Okay, 20 to 38. That should be 180 there long. Just check it to be sure. Yep, I'm happy with that. Now along that line, I'm going to use my set square to help me. I'm going to put in the various measurements. So it was 20 plus 10 plus 20, and I think it was 10, 15, 45 after that. So 10, 15, and at this point here you might get a little bit confused, so you can start at the 0 again. At this point then it was the 45, and then we should have 60 left over, and we do. Okay, so just make a little, highlight them marks a little bit better so you can see them on the screen. The light is making it quite bright there. So with all of those marks, so there's the whole distance of the line there, and then it was 20, 10, and so on. So at each individual point then I had to construct my triangle. So there was a center line running up here. I'll put it in, don't need it necessarily, but I'll put it in. This angle will go up at 60 degrees, and then I assume it's from this point here that should meet up with it at an angle of 60 degrees, and we can see that it does. Okay, so you can see here 60 degrees there, and then I've obviously got 60 degrees here reading it this way. Okay, so that's my first triangle. Now the start point of my next triangle, okay, which is the mid-height one, one side starts here, right at this point. So I'll construct that, and there is a center line going up through it as well. The center line is actually here, so I'll put that in, and then I'll put the other one in as well at 60 degrees. So I'd imagine it should have matched up with this guy here. So there we have it. There's our second one. Now what I have to do is construct the third one. Okay, so for the third one, which is the small triangle, it starts here at this one. So it's going to go up at 60 degrees there. And then it's just a case of working out. So looking at your drawing, I can see that it starts just inside the large triangle where the center of the middle one was. So it's going to go up here like that, 60 degrees. I'll extend that a little bit further. And as you can see there, we have our 3 triangles, okay? It was just understanding where to take, obviously, the base angles from. So small triangle, then the medium sized one, then the large one. Okay, now what we have to do is just put in the various little bits of detail, and obviously you can see here we haven't used this point and we haven't used this point, and they go up there at an angle of 60 degrees to cut those triangles to give us that detail. So I'm going to put that one in, and then I will put this one in, and at that point the question is actually complete now. It's just a case of heavying in the important lines. So I know the large triangle is actually a heavy line, so I'll put that in for the large triangle, from there to there, up at 60 degrees to here, and the exact same then at 60 degrees to here. So I started with the large one. Now the next triangle, it's not heavy, the whole lot of it. It's just this portion in here, okay? So obviously use your sheet and your drawing in your book as a guide. And while I'm at it, I'll put in the other two lines for the smaller triangle. So that one and that one. And I will heavy in that detail. So I'll heavy in the baselines, or the portion of the baselines that are meant to be heavied in. And then heavy in the 60 degree lines going down in this direction. And yeah, there you have it. That is the logo question there, guys, completed on page 58. Okay, so what we had was we had 3 equilateral triangles where all the angles inside are 60 degrees, all the sides are the same length, and it was just a case then of starting with our baseline and putting in our various measurements and knowing where to take the 60 degree angles from. Okay, once again, guys, hope you found that helpful. That is the question complete.